A powerful commander, respected, feared, victorious, but one quiet voice from someone no one noticed changed his life forever. This is the story of the girl who helped Naaman. Naaman was the commander of the army of Aram, a great man in the sight of his king. Through him, victories were won. Through him, enemies were defeated. He had power. He had honor. He had influence. But beneath the armor, there was something no one could fix. Naaman had leprosy. In those days, leprosy was more than a disease. It brought fear, isolation, shame. No amount of wealth could cure it. No position could hide it forever. And for a man like Naaman, it was a silent battle he could not win. In Naaman's house lived a young girl. She wasn't there by choice. She had been taken captive from the land of Israel, far from her family, far from her home, now serving the wife of the very man who led the raids against her people. She had every reason to be angry, every reason to stay silent. But one day, she made a decision that would change everything. She said to her mistress, "If only my master would see the prophet in Samaria, he would be healed of his leprosy." No bitterness, no revenge, just faith and compassion. When Naaman heard this, he didn't ignore it. He went to the king, and soon he was sent on a journey. With him, he carried silver, gold, and fine garments, not just seeking healing, but expecting it could be bought. Naaman arrived in Israel with a letter, but when the king of Israel read it, he was terrified. "Am I God?" he cried. "Can I kill and bring back to life?" The situation felt impossible. But then the prophet Elisha heard, and he sent a message. "Let him come to me, and he will know there is a prophet in Israel." Naaman arrived at Elisha's house with horses, chariots, and expectation. He expected honor, recognition, a grand moment. But Elisha didn't come out. Instead, a messenger delivered the instruction, "Go and wash in the Jordan River 7 times, and your flesh will be restored." No ceremony, no spectacle, just obedience. Naaman was furious. "I thought he would come out to me, call on his God, wave his hand, and heal me." He turned away in anger. Pride almost cost him his miracle. But his servant spoke wisely. "My father, if the prophet had told you to do something great, would you not have done it? How much more when he says, 'Wash and be clean'?" So Naaman went down to the river. Once, twice, 3 times. Each step, a surrender of pride. 7 times, and then his skin was restored. Like that of a young boy, he was healed. Naaman returned, not as a proud commander, but as a humbled man. "Now I know," he said, "there is no God in all the world except in Israel." And behind this miracle was a girl. No name recorded, no title, no recognition, just a voice that chose faith over bitterness. She could have stayed silent. She could have held on to pain. But instead, she changed a life, maybe even a nation. Sometimes, the smallest voice carries the greatest power. Would you help someone who hurt you if it meant changing their life? If this story inspired you, there are more powerful stories waiting for you. Subscribe and watch more on this channel.